do a couple of tricks, okay? We won't do too many because you get too excited. But would you like to spin around? Would you like to spin the other way? Spin the other way. Okay. Can you lie down? Can you roll over? No, lie down. Roll over. Roll over. Lie down. Lie down. Oh, that's good. Play dead. Okay. Can you catch? Hmm? No. Can you smile? No, I want a big smile. Big smile? That's pretty good. Thank you. Now, why don't you go play with your toys? So, not sure who's here. And I hope there is someone there. If not, I will have a good time playing for myself. I am going to start with a fun dog song. This was a song prompt, and once I start playing the kazoo, Moss is going to be here. He doesn't like the kazoo, I think. I'm not sure. If he didn't like it, maybe he would run away from it, right? So this is called Dog Food, and it was a song prompt, which was dog food. And at the time, we were dealing with termites. And so when I started writing this song about dog food, somebody said that I probably should put something about termites in there. So this is called Dog Food. I think I'll have my dinner out, a really special treat. Something that is tasty I'll pick up off the street. I have a refined palate. With my menu I am bored, so I'll look around the yard and I'll find lots more. My master thinks she knows the best stuff for my bowl, but that same old dog food every day is getting rather old. Sushi for this poochie, cicadas on the lawn. Munchy crunchy for my lunchy, I'll eat them till they're gone. Rabbit candy is so dandy, it's not hard to find. It's everywhere in the yard, I see it all the time. Sometimes the deer leave gifts for me, I love it when they do. My person's never eaten, so she doesn't have a clue. My taste buds change often, I used to eat dirt. The deli foods I'm eating now are widening my girth. I've got more exquisite taste than that, there is no doubt. My master shocked with the stuff I put in my mouth. Now, he is right here, and if he starts jumping around, he might knock some of my instruments over. And then I'll stop. When crickets are in season, I eat more than I should. I try to hold back, but they're so doggone good. Like humans with potato chips, it's hard to stop at one. I save some for later, none are left when later comes. I'll let you in on a secret, no one knows but me. If termites were for dinner, happy doggy I would be. My human is a vegan, she refuses to eat meat. When it comes to mosquitoes, I'm glad for all she eats. She's glad for all I eat. My dinner out, a really special treat. Something that is tasty, I'll pick up off the street. Silly song. And Moss was right down here the whole time, distracting me, because when I play the kazoo or the spoons, he dances and jumps all over the place. He, like I say, if he didn't like it, he would leave the room, right? That's my theory. Anyhow, I promised a story about Doc Watson, North Carolina native. And this story starts many, many years ago when I was a little girl. was a man named Uncle Paul Montgomery who lived here in Raleigh, who had a television show for children. Uncle Paul was a musician. He could play any instrument. He loved all kinds of music, from classical to bluegrass to jazz. And he was in a jazz band with my dad. And one unique thing about Uncle Paul was that he was blind. He couldn't see, but he could play music. And he had an ear that remembered pianos. I remember him telling me once that he played a piano that he had not played in 40 years, and he recognized it just because of the touch of it. But anyhow, I was applying for a grant from the United Arts Council to record my first album, and thought that maybe a recommendation from Uncle Paul would be a good thing. And so I asked him if he would write a recommendation, and when I went over to his place to ask him, and we got into a conversation, and he liked to talk, and I needed to go because I had a class to teach, and so I told him, Paul, I got to leave. And I would stand up to leave, and he would start in on another story that was very interesting. And so this went on for like 30 minutes, and finally I said, Paul, I got to go. And I stood up to leave, and he said, well, you know Doc Watson, don't you? And I thought, yeah, I sat right back down. And he said, well, I was Doc Watson's roommate at the Governor Moorhead School for the Blind. I had known that, but he had never told me. And then he said, he played the banjo at the time, and I played the guitar. And we would sit out under those great big old oak trees outside, and we would play music, and we would never let each other play each other's instruments. We would never trade. And until the day that Doc got kicked out. And I thought, Doc got kicked out of the Governor Moorhead School for the Blind? What's this? And so I'll tell you in a minute. And so he says, the day that we were under those trees and playing for that last time, we traded instruments. So he played my guitar and I played his banjo, and then he smiles real big and he says, so you're looking at the man who taught Doc Watson how to play the guitar. And I thought, oh my goodness, what a story. But tell me the story about how he got kicked out. Well, it seems that Doc Watson did not like classical music, and one of the rooms there, possibly the library, maybe the cafeteria, I'm thinking, had a little radio in it that played classical music all the time. And Doc, not knowing that people could see him because he could not see them, he picked that radio up and he smashed it down to the ground, and they kicked him out. So, and anyhow, this is not. Hey, Steph. Good morning. Yes, everybody who knew Uncle Paul remembers him for sure. So, but this is not a song that he wrote, but a song that he recorded, and people think he wrote it. And I used to know who wrote it. I'll look it up. But it was written like in the 1920s. And since we had a nice long rain over the weekend, I thought this would be a good one. Deep River Blues. Let it rain, let it pour, let it rain a whole lot more, boys. I got them Deep River Blues. Let the rain drive right on, let the waves sweep along, 'cause I got them Deep River Blues. My old gal's a good old pal, she looks like waterfowl when I get them Deep River Blues. Ain't no one to cry for me, and fish all go out on a spree when I get them Deep River Blues. there, I'm told, but I get them deep river blues. If my boat sinks with me, I'll go down now, don't you see? 'Cause I get them deep river blues. Now I'm gonna say goodbye. If I sink, just let me die. 'Cause I got them deep river blues. Let it rain, let it pour, let it rain a whole lot more, boys. I got them deep river blues. Let the rain drive right on, let the waves sweep along, 'cause I got them deep river blues. Moss. Hey Jay, good morning. Yes, Moss is just full of himself this morning. So I thought I would sing another old song, and this one, it comes from England way back a long time ago. It's got different melodies put to it, but I'm playing my favorite melody to it, and of course there are different versions of Matty Groves. So that's what this song is. A holiday, and the first one of the year. Lord Donald's wife came to the church, gospel for to hear. And when the meeting it was done, she cast her eyes about, and there she saw little Matty Groves walking in the crowd. Come home with me, little Matty Groves, come home with me tonight. Come home with me, little Matty Groves, and sleep with me till night. Won't come home and sleep with you tonight. By the rings on your fingers, I can tell you're my master's wife. But if I am Lord Donald's wife, Lord Donald is not at home. He's out in the far cornfields, bringing the yearlings home. And a servant who was standing by and hearing what was said, he swore Lord Donald he would know before the sun would set. Hurry to carry the news, he bent his breast and ran. And when he came to the broad mill stream, he took off his shoes and swam. Little Matty Groves, he lay down and took a little sleep. When he awoke, Lord Donald was standing at his feet, saying, "How do you like my feather bed? How do you like my sheet? How do you like my lady gay who lies in your arms asleep?" Well, I like your feather bed, well, I like your sheet, but better I like your lady who lies in my arms asleep. Well, get up, Lord Donald cried as fast as you can. It'll never be said in England that I slew a naked man. Get up, and I won't get up, can't get up for my life, for you have two long beaten swords, and I'm not a pocket knife. Well, it's true, I have two beaten swords, and they cost me deep in purse, but you will have the better of them, and I will have the worst, and you will strike the very first blow and strike it like a man. I will strike the very next blow, and I'll kill you if I can. Struck the very next blow, Matty struck no more. And then Lord Donald took his wife and sat her on his knee, saying, "Who do you like west of me, Mattie grows her knee. And then up spoke his own dear wife, never heard her speak so free. I'd rather a kiss from dead Mattie's lips than you or your finery. Lord Donald, he jumped up and loudly he did bawl. He struck his wife right through the heart and pinned her against the wall. A grave, Lord Donald cried, put these lovers in, but bury my lady at the top, for she was of noble kin. Wow, what a brutal, brutal story that is. Oh, me. So that's a very, very old song about a very old story. This is a very new song about what's going on in the world today. Hold on. Actually, I wrote this with a friend back during Trump's first administration when we were searching for a vaccine for COVID. And I rewrote it just recently to sort of go along with more of what's going on today. So this is called Let's Pray for Science. Let's all pray for science. We need it more today. Research labs and study tests can show us the way to live in healthy, living longer, help our bodies make us stronger. Let's pray for science today. Underfunded, undermined, programs cut and blindsided. Politics will take us back to our tribal ways. Floods and fires aren't cured with prayer. Global warming, we need to care. Let's pray for science today. Let's all pray for science. We need it more today. Research labs and study tests can show us the way to live in healthy, living longer, help our bodies make us stronger. Let's pray for science today. Yes, millions died, but millions saved, thanks to mNRA. But now get down on your knees and pray for our kids and vaccines, for ourselves and Tylenol that's off the shelves. Pray for science today. CDC and OAA, NSF, EPA give us data to keep us safe. They're here today but gone away, no thanks to Trump and RFK. Pray for science today. Let's all pray for science. We need it more today. Research labs and study tests can show us the way to live in healthy, living longer, help our bodies make us stronger. Let's pray for science today. Let's pray for science today. Let's pray for science today. Let's pray for science. So, I'm going to go back in time again. To another water song. One of my favorite traditional songs. Water is wide. Let me try that again. The water is wide, I can't cross o'er, and neither have I wings to fly. Build me a boat that can carry two, and both shall row. But love grows old and waxes cold and fades away like morning dew. And she sails the sea. She's loaded deep as deep can be, but not so deep as a love I know not how. I sink or swim, the water is wide, I can't cross o'er, and neither have I wings to fly. Build me a boat that can carry two, and both shall row, my love, and both shall row, my love and I. I've always loved that song, and what I have found is that I probably need a little more room when playing it, because I really have to spread out and get underneath the fretboard. And also, this guitar, it's made in 1914, and it's got a flat neck, which means nothing to you unless you play guitar and have played both classical guitars and steel string guitars. Steel string guitars have a slightly rounded neck, which makes fingering a lot easier. Although this guitar has steel strings on it, it was built so that it could take either steel strings or classical nylon strings. And so it has a flat neck, making it a little harder to play. So, here's another modern song, one that I wrote. Bill and I have planted an apple orchard up in the mountains. And one year, when we were up there working on it, I was noodling around on the guitar and came up with this little melody and started writing a song based on Shel Silverstein's book, The Giving Tree. And so this is somewhat the story of the Giving Tree. If you haven't read the book, it's a children's book that I think is one that adults seem to appreciate maybe more than kids, but this is called Boy and the Apple Tree. To visit an apple tree, he climbed her branches and carved me a tea. She gave him shade and apples to eat. She was happy, apple tree. Years went by and boy's interest changed. He seldom visited. When he came, he took her apples to sell for money and games. Still she was happy, apple tree. Older, he came again to take her branches for a house he claimed. as could be. An apple tree, they were happy as could be. Boy and the tree, boy and the apple tree. The end. Sweet song. I need to play it more often, don't I? I'm going to end with one more song. And thank you all so much for being here. Sarah, good morning, Sarah. Sarah, you heard this song at Duncal on Thursday. This is a song that sort of started with a piano, a couple of bars my younger brother played on piano, and I took them, I stole them, and I added more music to it and some lyrics. And it was about the time that Bill and I were celebrating our 57th wedding anniversary, and so I called this, and it's about a long relationship, a long time. And so I call it Promises. It's an anniversary song. Promises made, promises kept, vows made many years ago. Sharing a life, making a life, it's not easy, we know. Promises made, promises broken, some made when we first met. There were challenging times and hills to climb. We made peace with our regrets. There've been tears and laughter. It's not the happily ever after. There've been roses and thorns, but I still love you. You give to me, I give to you. There's a balance in all that we do. Things are sad, it's half as bad, 'cause I share it all with you. The young love I once knew, you remember too. There've been lots of tears and laughter. It's not the happily ever after. There've been roses and thorns, roses and thorns, but I still love you. We gave our travels a start with the touching of hearts, and old and new, borrowed and blue. All of the roads we wandered through led me right back home to you. Right back home to you. Promises kept. 57 years. And thank you once again, all of you, for being here. I should be here next week. I'm getting a new computer sometime, and so it might be a little touch and go. I'll have to let you know if we'll be here or not. But thank you once again.